Stop sleeping. You're wasting a third of your life if you're doing it the way most people do. Every single night, your brain enters a state so powerful, so strange, that scientists still don't fully understand it. A state where you can fly over cities, talk to past versions of yourself, rehearse your biggest fears, and wake up feeling like you lived an entire lifetime. It's called lucid dreaming, and most people have no idea they can learn to do it on purpose. By the time this video ends, you'll have a step-by-step system to take complete control of your dreams. Not someday, tonight. What's actually happening when you dream? Here's something your sleep teacher never told you. Every single night, your brain cycles through stages of sleep. Light sleep, deep sleep, and then something called REM, rapid eye movement sleep. This is where dreams happen. And during REM, something bizarre occurs. Your brain is almost as active as when you're fully awake. Your visual cortex is firing. Your emotional sensors are lit up. Your body is paralyzed on purpose, so you don't physically act out what's happening in your dream. But here's the part most people miss. There's a tiny region of your brain called the prefrontal cortex. It handles logic, self-awareness, and decision-making. During normal dreaming, it goes almost completely offline. That's why dreams feel real. That's why you're running from something and it never occurs to you to just stop and ask, wait, am I dreaming? Lucid dreaming is the moment that question fires. The prefrontal cortex wakes up inside the dream, and suddenly you're not just a passenger anymore, you're the driver. Studies at the Max Planck Institute confirmed this. During lucid dreaming, the prefrontal cortex reactivates while the body stays asleep. You are simultaneously dreaming and aware that you're dreaming. That's not magic. That's neuroscience. And it's trainable. Why most people never lucid dream. Here's the problem. Most people stumble into lucid dreaming by accident, once, maybe twice in their life. They get excited, they try to control the dream, they get too excited, and they wake up. Then they go online, find some vague advice about just being aware, try it for 2 nights, feel nothing, and give up. That's not failure. That's just using the wrong method. Because lucid dreaming isn't one technique, it's a system. And like any system, if you skip steps, it doesn't work. So let's build it, piece by piece. Step 1. Train your dream memory first. Here's the truth most guides bury at the bottom. You can't recognize a dream if you can't remember you were in one. The first skill isn't lucidity, it's dream recall. And it's simpler than you think. The moment you wake up, before you check your phone, before you move, before you do anything, lie still and ask yourself one question. What was I just experiencing? Even fragments count. A color, a feeling, a face, a room. Write it down immediately in a notebook kept right next to your bed. Not in your phone, a physical notebook. Because the act of writing by hand activates memory consolidation in a way typing doesn't. Do this every single morning for 1 week. Your brain will start paying attention to dreams the way it pays attention to anything you track. What you measure, you notice. What you notice, you remember. Within 7 days, most people go from remembering 0 dreams per night to remembering 2 or 3. That's the foundation. Without it, every other technique collapses. Step 2. Reality checks. Rewire your awareness. Now, here's where it gets interesting. A reality check is a simple habit you practice while awake that automatically triggers inside your dreams. The most effective one? Look at your hands. In dreams, hands look wrong. Fingers merge. Numbers shift. Text dissolves when you look away and back. So, during the day, 10 to 15 times, stop whatever you're doing and look at your hands. Really look. Ask yourself out loud or in your head, am I dreaming right now? Do it with genuine curiosity, not as a checkbox. Actually consider the question. Look around. Does anything feel slightly off? Could this be a dream? Your brain is building a habit loop. and habit loops don't switch off when you fall asleep. After enough repetitions, your dreaming brain will run the same check, and this time the answer will be different. Other effective reality checks: try to push your finger through your palm. In waking life, it's solid. In a dream, it goes through. Or try to breathe with your mouth and nose pinched shut. In reality, you can't. In a dream, you can. And when you feel that breath, everything clicks. Pick one, run it 15 times a day. Commit to it for 2 weeks. Step 3. MILD, the technique that actually works. MILD stands for Mnemonic Induction of Lucid Dreams. It was developed by psychologist Stephen LaBerge at Stanford, and it has the highest documented success rate of any lucid dreaming method. Here's exactly how it works. As you're falling asleep, repeat a single intention in your mind. Something like, "Next time I'm dreaming, I will realize I'm dreaming." Not once, continuously, like a slow, deliberate loop. Let it be the last thing your conscious mind holds before sleep takes over. But here's the layer most people skip. While you repeat the intention, visualize it. See yourself inside a dream you've had before, a familiar place, a recurring setting. Picture the moment you look at your hands, see something wrong, and feel that click of realization. Flood the visualization with as much sensory detail as possible. The floor under your feet, the air temperature, the light. You're not just setting an intention, you're preloading the experience. Your brain doesn't fully distinguish between a vividly imagined event and a real one. Use that. Step 4. WBTB. Wake, then go back. This is the single most powerful amplifier of every other technique. WBTB stands for Wake Back to Bed. Here's the science behind it. REM sleep, dream sleep, gets longer and more intense in the second half of the night. Your first REM cycle lasts maybe 10 minutes. By the 5th or 6th cycle, it can stretch to 45 minutes or more. That's when the most vivid, the most controllable dreams happen. So, here's the method. Set an alarm for 5 to 6 hours after you fall asleep. When it goes off, get up. Stay awake for 20 to 30 minutes. Do something calm and mentally engaging. Read about lucid dreaming. Review your dream journal quietly. Practice your MILD intention quietly. Then go back to sleep running MILD as you drift off. You are dropping back into sleep right as your brain is primed for its longest, deepest REM window. The prefrontal cortex is already partially active from being awake. The conditions are almost perfect. Most people who combine WBTB with MILD report their first lucid dream within 2 weeks, some within the first 3 nights. Step 5. Stabilizing the dream. Don't wake up. Now, here's the mistake that kills the experience for almost everyone. You realize you're dreaming, you feel a rush of excitement, and everything dissolves. You wake up, frustrated. That excitement is a dopamine spike, and it pulls you out of the dream state because your physical brain responds to it. The fix is counterintuitive. The moment you become lucid, slow down. Don't run. Don't fly immediately. Don't grab for the most exciting thing. Instead, drop to the ground and touch it. Feel the texture with your fingers. Look at one object closely. Spin slowly on the spot. These grounding techniques activate your sensory engagement in the dream and pull the dream environment into sharper focus. Say out loud inside the dream, "Increase clarity." Strange as it sounds, dream researchers have documented that vocalizing commands inside a lucid dream helps stabilize it. You're giving your dreaming mind direction. Then, once the dream feels solid, then you explore. What lucid dreaming can actually do for you? This isn't just about flying over cities. Research shows that lucid dreaming can be used to rehearse real-world skills. Musicians practicing pieces, athletes rehearsing movements, public speakers running through talks. The motor cortex activates during dream rehearsal in ways that carry over to waking performance. It's also being studied as a treatment for chronic nightmares and PTSD. When you know you're dreaming, fear loses its grip. You can face the thing chasing you. You can change the ending of the story. And for creativity, some of history's most original ideas emerged from dream states. The structure of the periodic table, the melody of Yesterday by the Beatles, the plot of Frankenstein. The boundary between sleep and waking has always been where the unusual becomes possible. Your 5-night challenge. Here's what you're going to do. Starting tonight, night 1 through 3, dream journal only. Wake up, lie still, write everything down. No pressure for lucidity yet. Night 4, add reality checks during the day. Hands, 15 times. Genuine curiosity. Night 5, add mild as you fall asleep. Intention plus visualization. If you want to accelerate it, add WBTB on night 5. Set your alarm, wake at the 5-hour mark, come back to sleep with your intention running. Don't chase the dream. Let your brain learn the pattern. The first time it happens, and it will happen, you'll be standing somewhere. Something will look slightly wrong. You'll look at your hands, and you'll know. You are dreaming, fully conscious, fully in control, in a world built entirely by your own mind. That's not a fantasy. That's a skill, and you're 3 days away from starting to build it. Hit subscribe. Every week, I'm breaking down the science behind your brain in ways that actually change how you live. Now go to sleep, and this time, pay attention.